everybody. It's so good to see you again this week. I'm Robin. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, and I struggle with being an adult child of family dysfunction. And wow, it's Monday night already again, and I felt like this week was going to drag and drag, but it seems like it went. How did it go for you? All right, well, maybe you'll just have to comment and tell us how your week went. I just wanted to jump on here, and I've got a couple announcements, and then I'm going to do a quick devotion and just encourage you guys and see how your week is going. But mainly I wanted to talk about, I know tonight would have been our chip night, and we always have so much fun with chip night, you know, celebrate good times, come on. Oh, sorry, it's okay, just keep watching, no more singing. I just wanted to encourage you, if you were supposed to get a chip this week, if you had planned to get a chip tonight, whatever it is, you know, maybe it was 1 month, 30 days, maybe it was, you know, 6 months, maybe it was a year, maybe it was 15 years. But if you had planned to get a chip tonight, I would like to encourage you to let us know. Whether you private message us, if you have our ministry leader, Melody Davenport's number, send her a message. What we would like to do, if you're comfortable, of course, with it, is we would like to deliver you your chips this week. And we just want to be able to celebrate with you, even though we can't really be with you. We could drop your chip off on the front porch, and just as a way to encourage you to keep pushing forward, that you will still continue to be recognized. And that's just so exciting to me. So if you got a chip this month, if you were going to pick it up, please reach out to your sponsor, reach out to the ministry leader, or send us a private message if you're comfortable with someone dropping off a chip to you this week. We could leave it on the front porch. And that would just bless us. On top of that, we also just want to encourage you to keep reaching out to your sponsor and accountability partner. I hope you've been able to connect with your small groups via Zoom. You can download that right onto your phone, or you can also have it on your computer and you can use it that way. So it's pretty convenient. I hope that you've been able to connect with your small group and just get to see faces. Sometimes it's so nice to be able to see everybody that you've been missing just face to face. I mean, it's good to hear their voice, but I think it's so much fun just to see everybody and hear what's going on in their lives and just be able to encourage one another. I also want to say, if you've been trying to get up with your small group and have been unable to do that thus far, or you know, it's just not working, please reach out, let us know, and so that we can help get you connected with your small group and their meeting time and what's going on with them. So apart from that, I can't think of any other announcements. I know this would be the part where we say, does anybody have an announcement? And unfortunately, I can't hear you guys. But if you have something to say that hasn't been mentioned, or you just you thought of something, an announcement, a question, please message us, let us know, and hopefully we'll be able to respond to that and answer it. And if there's an announcement that we missed, we can send it out. Otherwise, I'm going to start with a devotion, and I'm going to start in Deuteronomy 33:27. And before we start, I'm going to pray real quick. So Lord, I just thank you for today. I just thank you that we have the ability, Lord, to reach out in different ways that we never would have imagined beforehand, Lord. I thank you that you're there for us. I thank you that you care about us, Lord. And I just pray tonight, wherever each one of these members are, Lord, I just pray that you would just meet them right where they're at, Lord. I pray that if it's been an awful day, Lord, that you would meet them right there. I pray that if they're having anxiety or depression, Lord, I just pray that you would meet them right there. And Lord, I just pray that you would just continue to encourage us, Lord. Maybe we're doing good in this time. And so, Lord, I pray that you would just help us to reach out to others, whether that's calling up someone to check on them, Lord. I pray that if someone needs encouragement, you'd place their name on the hearts of each of us, Lord, that we could reach out to one another and help them. And Lord, I just pray for this devotion. I just pray that this would touch someone's heart and life, Lord. I just pray that what you would like to speak to your children, Lord, that it would just convey through what I'm saying, Lord, that you would just take over and take control. And I just thank you for what you're doing before you do it. In Jesus' name we ask it. Amen. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to start in Deuteronomy. It's 33:27. I'm going to read some scripture real quick, and then I'll talk about it a little bit. But it says, "The everlasting God is your place of safety. His arms will hold you up forever." And I just thought, how encouraging is that to know that God is our safety, but and that He's promised to be with us forever. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about trust today, and just what we trust in and how that can kind of make times like now difficult. So Also, another scripture that I was going to mention is Proverbs 3, and it's 5 and 6, and I'm sure that you may know it by heart, but it's trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all of your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. And so he tells us, trust in the Lord with all your heart and put all your trust in him. And so a lot of times we say, well, yes, I trust in the Lord with all my heart. It's very easy for us to say that we do that, but what's a little different is putting it into action. And so I want to encourage you, if you felt anxious or scared, or you're struggling. Maybe you're struggling with being a homeschooled parent, and you've never done this before, or maybe you're just struggling with being by yourself. You're lonely, maybe you're single, and there's no reason for you to go out. You're home, you have what you need, but you're just really struggling with loneliness. I just want to talk about maybe some things that we've put our trust in the past. One of those is our circumstances. I feel like I've put my trust in my circumstances. I put trust in knowing that tomorrow I would get up and I would get the kids dressed and I would put them in the car, and then I would take them to school, and either I would go to school myself or I would go to work or wherever I would go. And then in the afternoon I would pick them up and I would, probably either go to church if we had a church activity, or I would be cooking dinner. And then the next day, after bed routine and baths and everything, the next day I would do a similar schedule where I knew what was going to happen the next day. Maybe you're not married, maybe you're single, and maybe you were going to get up the next day and go to the gym and then go to work. And then, maybe you were going to go to CR on a Monday night and that was your outlet. And right now I personally was trusting in a circumstance. I was trusting that tomorrow I'm going to do a set thing and that it's going to be here. But then we woke up and what happened? We can't go to, the kids aren't going to school, or the gym is closed, and CR isn't meeting, in the church building on a Monday night. And so now it's like, what do? We feel out of control because we trusted that all these things were going to be the same. And it wasn't that we were intentionally not trusting God, but in a way we were just trusting that nothing was going to change. But we weren't promised that nothing was going to change. We were just promised that God would take care of us forever. We weren't promised that things wouldn't look a little different. We were just promised he was going to be there. And so I just want to encourage you, if you're struggling because you trusted that something was going to be here tomorrow and it's not today, I just also want to encourage you that God's not surprised by any of this. He still is worthy to be trusted in. And I just want you to put your trust in God, to know that he promises that he will take care of you. No matter what happens, he's going to be there. No matter if tomorrow's the gym's closed, like we know it is today, he's still going to be there. And I want to ask you, if you're not struggling with this, maybe say you're doing pretty good. I want to encourage you to reach out to others. I want you to encourage you, ask God to put somebody on your heart that needs to be checked up on. Maybe they're a recovery friend, maybe one of your accountability partners, and you feel it on your heart. I just want you to check up on them. And I also want to tell you that it's okay to just relax in the arms of Jesus. He promises to take care of us. It's okay. And he also, one thing I shared this week with our youth is that it's okay to be angry. It's okay to be fearful. It's okay to be anxious. It's okay to be sad, happy, whatever you are. But know that God has that big, big, big chest, and he can take those punches right into his big, big chest because he can handle it. It's okay. You can tell him, I'm mad. I thought you were going to do this, and now this is happening. I'm mad. I don't know if any of you listened to Pastor Jim's message on Sunday, but it would be worth going back and taking a look at it. It talks a lot about how we made plans and we aren't the ones that can make plans because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what happens tomorrow. We have to trust God in that. He makes the plans. We have to say, God, if it's your will, make this plan. So I just wanted to encourage you in that, just to encourage you that God will take care of you. He is powerful enough to take care of you in every situation, and that he knows what's going to happen next. And the more we seek him, the more we can realize that he is good and that his promises are true. And so I hope that that's something that you can take hold of today. I also want to tell you once again, just to remind you, please, if you're struggling, reach out to someone. Don't do this alone. Don't isolate. We talk about that a lot in recovery, is isolation is not necessarily good. And, God did create us to be in community. He He told Adam that he needed a partner, and so he gave Eve to be his partner, so there could be community. And was that a perfect relationship? Well, read Genesis and you'll find out that no, it wasn't perfect, but it's community. So I encourage you, maybe Zoom's not your thing. Maybe you want to FaceTime your sponsor. Maybe you want to, whatever you want to do. Maybe it's not your thing, and that's okay. But I encourage you to reach out and say, hey, it's not my thing. Can we do a different way? Can I just talk to you one-on-one? I need some encouragement. And that's so important. But otherwise, I'm so excited that I'm just so thankful that we have these capabilities to be able to talk to each other in this type of forum. And I also just want to encourage you to reach out and just thank you for joining us. If you, once again, have a chip that you were supposed to receive tonight and you didn't get to party with all your friends and dance and sing songs like we do on Monday nights, please reach out. Let us know that you were supposed to get a chip, and we're going to try to deliver those to you. And I thank you all, and I hope you have a blessed night.